Hey everyone, I'm part of a group on Facebook and it's all about social media managers. And this woman said, and I will read it, does anyone have any resources on healthy social media practices for those of us who work in social media? I'm on social platforms professionally and for my volunteer work, and I frequently feel like it's taking a toll on me. I just can't delete the apps and walk away like a normal person, so what do I do? So this question is bigger than the social media managers, because I know as entrepreneurs it's really hard to shut our phones off and shut down. I don't often answer Facebook things, but I did feel a little compelled to answer this one. I just said, shut your phone off. You know, I have a few times throughout the day where the phone is not near me, it's not on me. I cannot hear the notifications dinging or feel the vibrations. It's away from me, it's off my person. And that is right in the morning. I wake up, I'll scroll before I get out of bed. Once I get out of bed, I put it on the counter and I get my kids ready and I eat and I do what I have to do to start the day right, to give them attention and to just focus on the things that are right in front of me. I know at 9 o'clock when I get to the office, those notifications will be there, and that's okay. So that hour in the morning from like 8 to 9, I'm not really touching my phone. The other time that's really important for me is from 3 to 4. So when my husband's not home for the kids, when I have to be home for them after school at 3, I put my phone on, I charge it in the kitchen, and we are outside playing, or we're playing a game, or doing something, the 4 of us together, because that time's really sacred to me. But that was something I put into place probably actually just a few years ago, because I was a social media manager before I started Purple Bean, and it's just like it can get the best of you, and next thing you know you're missing kind of real life because you're scrolling through Facebook. So that 3 to 4, that's my time to just kind of recharge. It's my time to move because I'm at a desk all day sitting down. It's and it's good for me and my kids, and the phone is away, and I think it's important when they come home from school they have my undivided attention, which is why that kind of time period worked for me. Now at 4 o'clock we kind of go our separate ways. They do their thing, I start supper or whatever, and then I'll pick up my phone again, but that hour is pretty much screen free for me. And then the other hour is supper time. I do not look at my phone at supper. I put it on my counter and put on silent, and we eat supper as a family, and my husband does the same thing. This is pretty much a strict rule in our house, and when our kids are old enough to have phones, it will still be the same rule. It won't be that big of a deal because they'll see us having modeled it for the last few years of their life. And I think it's really important to shut off and unplug, and I know it's really, really hard when it is your business, when you need to be taking those phone calls, when you need to be looking at the notifications. So I wouldn't maybe tell everyone to just have it unplugged for 3 hours a day, but I gotta tell you, for your own mental health and for your personal relationships, it's key. It is key to be able to be unplugged. It's key to be able to just sit by yourself without scrolling or do whatever you want to do. So I suggest to you guys, you figure out what works in your schedule. I'm not saying 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. is gonna work pretty much for anyone because that's just what I decided for my life. This is what works for my family. But I do suggest that you guys figure out a time and just put it into the schedule. You know, at first it was a little tricky and hard, and I kind of like, I felt weird about it. But now I look forward to the 3 o'clock. I'm like, I know I'm getting a break. And yeah, so you got to do what's best for you. Think in the long run. It does take a toll on you, so it's really, really important that you do just step back, take a breath, shut the things off, because studies are showing that there is a dark side to being connected all the time, and there's certainly a dark side to social media. And if you are feeling the toll, that means probably you need something in place to stop it before it gets too out of control. So I just want to bring that to everyone's attention. This comment thread was like, me too, me too, me too. So many people agreeing with this woman that social media is just taking a toll on them. So I want to pop in. Obviously this is a common occurrence, and I've heard it amongst entrepreneurs, and I think that's why there's such burnout. No one is taking the time for rest, and rest is so imperative, and we need it. We certainly need it for our own selves. Holistically, we need to have a break. So I hope that helped. Feel free to message me if you have any questions, and I'd love to hear your comments on the video below. Thanks.